And so I managed to get the high mobility, the the Galbaldy Alpha High Mobility type. For those who don't know, this is the reward you get from completing the monthly brawl thing that happened recently. I managed to get place second. I managed to get like 2 mobile suits. I managed to get like 90K. I know that the first place winner gets like 1 million. If anything, I managed to place second, which I'm kind of glad because I actually was surprised because after getting beaten up a lot in the brawl, it wasn't easy to win the brawl. A lot of players have been, just being assholes and trying to beat the crap out of me. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys what you're going to be getting out of this. As you can see, this is the weaponry that you're going to be playing with. It also has an alternative to it. It also gives you the Galbaldy Alpha beam rifle, but it allows you to have the beam machine gun. The weaponry that it has like the high mobility Alpha beam saber, but it also has the normal Garibaldi Alpha beam saber, and this is the high mobility G Alpha beam saber, which is basically just your normal, like, it basically just stabs. This one just basically attacks. It just swings. This one just lunges at people. That's what it does. I managed to win this in a pretty decent amount. Like, I only got like 2 mobile suits out of the reward. Now, the needles, it's the same thing. It doesn't have really good damage per se, but it definitely has an okay thing. It also has a hide bomb, which is basically mines that basically, if a person tries to show up in front of you, you can easily just, it easily just stuns people. And then you could just pull out your high mobility G Alpha beam saber and just hit them. The beam rifle, it does have like a charge focus ability, and of course, even though it doesn't do a lot of damage, it does a lot of rapid fire. Although the ammo capacity is kind of a little bit low, even though it has a low amount of damage, it definitely has a good amount of damage that you can use. Now I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the capabilities of it. And I'm going to go ahead and show you guys what it has on it. So I'm sorry if I wasn't able to do anything about this, but I'll show you guys the skills. It has high performance balancer, high spec ADC, good for space, maneuverable armor. Yeah, it does have a really good maneuverable armor. Force injector, landing after invasion maneuvers can be canceled in a high mobility movement, and another evasion can be, like, it has a level 2. I do believe it. Okay, so this one does have a good amount of damage. It's like a melee 3 combo controller, assault booster, anti-blast stabilizer, nullifies a stagger caused by an MS explosion. It does have level 2 evasion, which is a good thing, and flight control, and it has like a reaction booster program, which it does have. It has a high thrust. It does have somewhat of a high turning speed, but equipping it with high turning speed is not recommended. But it has, like, you can see right here, the stats on this thing. Like, let me go ahead and show you guys the stats. The MSHP is like 17,500. Ballistics is 25. Beam resistance 4. Like, it has low beam resistance, for Christ's sakes. Melee resistance 25. Range strength 28. Melee strength, and this is like the 500. Keep this in mind. This is a 500 rank mobile suit. Melee strength 22. Movement speed is 135. Top speed is 220. Thrust gauge is about 70, and turning speed is about 66. Close range part slots is basically 16. Medium range is 13. Long range is basically just 7. So you're pretty much getting like a mid-range fighter. Although it's meant for close range combat, it's capable of doing high amount of damage on close range combat, as you can plainly see. Now, this mobile suit isn't really perfect. As you can see, it has like a low beam resistance. If you're gonna get hit by a beam, like any sort of beam, you're dead. Most people would recommend you better just hope to equip a whole bunch of health parts and survive, because this thing is definitely not really good when it comes to resistance against attacks. Keep this in mind. This thing is not really good, but it does have a good amount of high input damage from what I understand. If you equip it with the right parts, I do believe it may do some good, but the biggest problem that I see with a lot of the parts here, you're only limited to a certain amount of parts that you can use. So it's not going to be that easy. I know that it's basically what you would expect. So I'm going to try to at least equip it with the right amount of parts here. The problem is, even if I have, it's still not going to be enough to actually fit the long range slot. So it doesn't really matter per se, but you're going to need it because a lot of it has to do with the fact that you're going to need to depend on the hide bomb and maybe the needlers. The needlers are the one thing that you're probably going to need in certain combat situations, because you can run out of bullets, but you can use this to as your secondary attack, or this one if they get close range to you. And stun them, and you can hit them with that high mobility G Alpha. Now I'm going to go ahead and show you guys in the test what it does, and you can clearly see that from the free practice. This is where you can actually practice a lot. It's definitely an interesting mobile suit. So I'm going to go ahead. Alright, I'm going to turn on the AI and just practice a little bit and show you guys what it does. Because, not saying I'm the best at this, but I'm going to go ahead and turn on the AI so I can demonstrate to you the actual combat, what it could do. With a little practice, you can get better. Now, you can see right here, he's going to try to gun after me, so I'm going to have to try to... Yeah, you can see right here, that's what I did. But I'm going to try to... Ah, missed. You can see right here, I'm just trying to... It definitely does have some capabilities in a way, but I'm just showing you guys what it could do in certain combat situations. And I'm not trying to say I'm good. I know that I'm bad at this. So I'm going to try to hide and practice a little bit better. Because although the AI isn't really smart per se, but it definitely shows you how you can use it in combat situations. So I'm going to try to at least... I guess I'm going to have to run out of those bullets. You can see right here, it definitely has some. So you can see right, it takes a lot of leg damage, and you can tell by the fact that that's the biggest weakness it has. If you're gonna get taken a lot of beam damage, I'm just gonna warn you guys. That's the biggest issue that I'm gonna see right here. Even though it has low armor, and if you get hit by, your legs are broken. That's the side effect of this mobile suit per se. Because if you get hit by beam attacks, for example, it's gonna. You can see right here, I'm taking a lot of damage. You can see right here, I'm getting. You can see right here, I'm taking a lot of beam attacks. That's the biggest weakness of this mobile suit per se. And you can tell it's. You can see right here, I take a lot of damage, especially if I have low amount of. And you have to be a suicidal maniac just to use this mobile suit. Because it's not really meant to be. It's designed to be a high mobility mobile suit at the cost of low armor. It is a risky mobile suit. If you're good with mobility with this mobile suit, you could probably do a lot of damage. The biggest issue that I've seen. Yeah, and you can see right here, he got hit by the bomb. You can see right here, it has high mobility. But the biggest problem is I really don't like it as much as you would expect it to be, because it is a high mobility type mobile suit, but the armor is very low for it. And it will take it will take like at least 3 or 4 shots before the leg breaks. And it's definitely a good mobile suit. I think it's meant for space, and you can tell by that I'm taking a lot of leg damage for it. Yeah, I'm just trying to get used to it, because I know that it, and you can see right here, it has like 2, like if you check the gauge, it definitely has like, you can roll 2 times on this thing. That's why it's high mobility. That's why it's a high mobility type. And I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys something. I'm going to try to. And it can do it 2 times. It can actually do it 2 times. If a player tries to jump you and another player tries to jump you, you can do it twice and you can get away from it. Now, that's pretty much what you would expect from this mobile suit. That is the capability of this mobile suit. That's why it's called a high mobility type, because it can do it twice. It can evade players twice And once the enemy players attack you, you're screwed. So I'm gonna go ahead and check to see if there's any matches that are 500 or 450. So I'm gonna try out the high mobility type. Even though I'm not claiming to be the best, I'm gonna just show you guys in the live stream what this thing could do, because this thing is a monster in itself. But I gotta be really, really careful with this mobile suit, because this mobile suit is delicate when it comes to beam attacks, and also I have no freaking. So I'm just gonna use this or the other one because this is ridiculously a delicate mobile suit that will take a lot of damage, and it will break its legs. To be honest with you, I think this mobile suit will probably break my legs. It's definitely not the best mobile suit in the world. I can tell you that. Because it's a risky mobile suit with risky attacks, and I'm just gonna wait until the people show up into a match. I know that this is not gonna be an easy match. Let me tell you, I know from experience that these mobile suits are really a monster, and I'm not gonna say anything bad about it. I just know how to use the mobile suit a little bit. And I'm just gonna try it out in theory, because I know that this mobile suit is a monster. But I have to take care of some things. So how's it going? I'm just trying to demonstrate this mobile suit, because this is a high mobility mobile suit, and I'm just waiting until I can get into a match. This is kind of the reality of playing this game on on this mobile suit. I know everyone got the reward, but didn't you get the sword and everything? So I'm gonna try my best to see if I can get into a match or two. I'm not claiming to be the best here, because I know from experience that being the best means I have to learn to play with this mobile suit, and it's not like I have a choice in the matter. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys what it looks like. But I'm waiting until they come in and call in. Yet this thing is made from Gundanium armor, yet it can't. But the sad truth of the matter is, I'm kind of laughing at it because it has like low armor points. That's how sad it is. Like, it's a high mobility type, yet it's designed probably for space combat, but I'm just going to test it out to see if it's capable in space. It's a raid type. Actually, it's a general type. I forgot about this, because is it a raid type or a general type? It's a raid type. And I'm not usually good with raid types, but it's freaking hilarious how they try to make this thing, because this is the beta, this is the Galbaldy Alpha high mobility type. You can clearly see there's some similarities to the mobile suits that they have. And NOM Electronics made this mobile suit specifically for the comparison to the two. Although one of them is this is an old suit, this is a new suit. Even though it has like the same body type as the other one, you can see right here. the Gazelle has a similar body type too. And I don't know why they call them by different names with different designs, but they're the same exact mobile suit, except here's the thing: the arms and the legs are different. And I don't know why they they did that. They could have made like different variants of it, but they chose to do that way. So it's kind of obvious. Like you can tell by the arms. Like for example, this one. For example, the arms are different than this one. The arms are much smaller than its predecessor, the Gazelle. And a lot of the stuff that they have for Garibaldi's, I don't know why they decided to make the same mobile suit out of all of them. But the Garibaldi, and I don't know why they called it the Garibaldi when they had the Gazelle. It's definitely something that a mole suit should have, but I'm waiting until I can get into a match, but I don't know what's going on. Other than the fact that I'm gonna have to get off. I'm gonna try again. Try again. I'm gonna try again to get into a match and see if I can get into any matches, because I don't know what's going on. Because I really want to get this guy's. I might as well just go into a custom match and see what they got. Yeah, looks like there's no 450. A mix up. It looks like I won't be able to do it because for some reason I wanted to get into an ace match, but it doesn't want to let me for some reason. I don't know why. There's not many people on the server, but who do want to do ace matches or something like that. But it seems like usually they're at work or at school, and I don't blame anybody that's at work or at school. But I just got up and just played some video games. See what we got. Yeah, because I really want to get into a match or two, but the problem is I don't think there's any matches available. I'm just gonna try to see what they have. Yeah, it just told me failed matchmaking. Go figure. And I'm trying to spend a little bit of time I can't spend much time in this because I know from experience that this is not going to happen. So, let's see what we got. Come on, why do they do this to me every time? Come on, 450 matches. Come on, 500 match. No, they only 2 people queued in for this. 500 space match. Great. Oh boy, this is not going to be fun. I know that this is going to be very much what it is. I'm not expecting to get that much hype on the game because I understand a lot of people work or do something else. It's like sometimes I'm going to have to... I'll be right back, guys. I'm going to go ahead and cut the mic down.
務確定。最終準備をお願いします。
Alright, now I'm back. I was just waiting until they decided to show up. Finally they showed up. Not gonna guarantee that I'm gonna be the best player. I'm just gonna show you guys how bad of a player I am. And I don't know how long this person is gonna take just to decide what they want to do. But let's see what happens. Because I know I'm gonna die in this these matches because this thing has less light armor, and I could probably get killed better than ever. So let's see what happens. Let's see what this thing's capable of. Because this thing's kind of a must-demand mobile suit that... So they spotted. There's one. We're gonna have to help. Oh boy. I better help him. Although it doesn't have a lot, it does have a lot of high-speed capabilities. Oh boy, this thing. I'm gonna have to help him out. I'm gonna have to help him out. I can't really do anything about it because it's not really a good too many of them. And not many people are helping
味方機がやられました。味方が敵機をマーキングしました。上昇経路。味方が敵モビルスーツを撃破。やる。
It really is getting.
味方が敵モビルスーツを撃破。やる。 ちょっと慎重に行きましょう。味方が敵機をマーキングしました。敵モビルスーツを撃破。やる。
I'm gonna have to reload that one. They really were pissed off at me. So I'm gonna let them kill me because I know that I'm not gonna get much.
味方が敵モビルスーツを撃破。
So watch how they're gonna try to.
このモビルスーツはもうダメだと味方が敵機をマーキングしました。
I'm gonna try to.
味方が敵モビルスーツを撃破。 味方が敵機をマーキングしました。
I don't know what my team's up to, but they definitely need help.
敵エースが戦線に復帰。要注意です。エースが敵モビルスーツを撃破。さすがエース。 マーキングしました。敵モビルスーツを撃破。やる。敵エース撃破。さすがです。味方が敵モビルスーツを撃破。やる。
Not gonna get much capabilities in that.
作戦時間残り2分。 味方が敵機をマーキング。敵エースが敵機撃破。やりますね。
I'm gonna let him shoot. I'm gonna let him finish me up.
撃破されました。モビルスーツ。 味方が敵モビルスーツを撃破。やる。 味方が敵機をマー
I
キ
had
ング
low
しました。
health and I wasn't really. This thing cannot take a lot of damage. So I'm not expecting to win big on this one. Although it has high mobility, that's the price you pay for a high mobility mobile suit like this, because it has low armor, low. It has a good amount of damage for melee, but it's a very difficult mobile suit to survive in.
味方機がやられました。
I'm gonna have to destroy the ace before. And too bad I don't have like the.
敵エース撃破。
Oh, they killed
さす
him.
がです。味方機がやられました。
They really.
フォローしないと。 敵エースが戦線に復帰。要注意です。エースが敵モビルスーツを撃破。さすがエース。敵機撃破。やりますね。味方が敵機をマーキングしました。
I would have got him if I did, but you can clearly see that mobile suit does have high capability of dodging and maneuverability. It's definitely an okay mobile suit, but the person that he had, He had a high amount of damage, only because he had the shotgun and the... Definitely a good mobile suit. As you can see, I did pretty good. Wasn't really beating out my rival. But I don't know why. It had a high... Like, I had a high pursuit score, high damage, but yet the individual score is kind of, like...
今回の戦闘報酬です。
So you can clearly see what it does. Well, at least the heat dart's pretty good. I admit this is actually a really decent mobile suit, although you'll take a lot of damage from this mobile suit. You're not going to survive a lot, but it does have capabilities of actually surviving if you equip the right equipment. Definitely something you should check out for a mobile suit if you really like it. It does have a high mobility of damage.
はーい。物資配給局へようこそ。リサイクルチケットと現在の配給物資はこちらになります。
Yeah. Not much for tickets. Oh well. Anyways, this is pretty much what you're going to be expecting from a mole suit that is pretty strong for its own self. Definitely a mobile suit you could try out. I would say it's definitely a good mobile suit to try out. Anyways, guys, I'm going to go ahead and go. You guys take care. That's pretty much it for me. I have to go and do some real life stuff, paying bills and all that other stuff. Also, I got to send out some packages because I'm just trying to get rid of some stuff that I have on my Macari account, trying to make some money. So anyways, you guys take care. Bye bye. I'm out of here.